G'day everyone, Tim here from Boswick Garage, and what we've just had done is we've had a Tesla EV charger installed here at my father-in-law's house. This is the Tesla wall connector. We've just had a couple of really good electricians come out. If you're in Melbourne and you need an EV charger installed, highly recommend Adam. I'll put his number down in the description below. But what they've done, and I'll show you this now. So it is a pretty old house. It's a easy one to get done. It also has solar installed. You can see the inverter box there. We've had a new RCD added, or a new switch added for the EV. They've run some conduit up into the roof space, out through there, across that rafter, and that shed area is really hard to get behind. There's a whole lot of junk, so I just told them it's fine, you don't have to hide the circuit behind, it'll be on the inside wall. Just run some conduit down here and get my EV charger installed. It is running on single phase 32 amp, and as you can see, it's got a nice long cable. It's a 7-meter cable, I think, going into the 2023 BYD Atto 3, which is my father-in-law's car. And what we can see here now is that we are running with a charging power of 6.2 kilowatt. The standard BYD charger was only putting out 1.4 or 1.5 or something, which is not great. We're at 76%, and it's only going to take 2 hours to get to 100%, which ain't too bad. The Tesla wall charger as well, I've configured it so it'll charge any EV. So we've got the BYD here, over there, got my Tesla, and then in front of it, the blue one, that's Tina's MG4. If you're new to EVs, you might be thinking, well, which of these wall chargers, these high-powered home chargers, should I get? Really, the first question that you should ask yourself is, do you actually need a high-powered wall charger? The one that we just installed there puts out 6 to 7 kilowatts, but if you get what's called a granny charger, a slow charger, a mobile charger, you can get 1.5 to 2 kilowatts out of them. Tesla used to include them with the cars, now they don't anymore. And there's so many new EVs now, I don't even know which ones give you a slow charger or don't give you a slow charger. Anyway, in our case, we've had 2 EVs for 3 years now, and we've never actually had the need to use a wall charger. We've always used the provided slow chargers. Why is that? Well, we don't drive all that much, and really, if you drive under, say, 100 kilometers a day, you can probably manage just fine with the slow charger. Plug it in every night. By the time you wake up in the morning, you're at 100% again. One thing that you actually need to change in terms of mindset, if you're coming out of a petrol car, if you have a petrol car, you would normally sort of run down the fuel tank to 20%, 15%, 10%, whatever before you refuel, because, you know, you have to go to some dirty, stinking, horrible petrol station, stand there in the rain and fill it up. With an electric car, you get home, plug it in, and that's it. You wake up. The charging time is only 20 seconds. 10 seconds to plug the car in, and 10 seconds to unplug it at the end of the day. You also don't have to buy the portable charger made, manufactured, or recommended by your car brand. I have Tesla mobile chargers, but you can quite easily pick up a variety of mobile chargers from, I think even Bunnings sell them now, but Amazon, eBay, whatever. I'll put a link to some in the description. Anyway, if you wanted to pick up a mobile charger, plenty of them out there. Just make sure it's got the tick of approval. But let's say you do more than 100 kilometers a day, or you are forgetful and you can't remember to plug your car in at night. Maybe you do actually want or need a faster charger. There are many fast chargers out there, or fast home chargers. The reason why we picked the Tesla one for my father-in-law's house is that it's reasonably affordable, about $800 from Tesla. It'll work on any EV that has a Type 2 plug, which is 99% of EVs nowadays in Australia. You can install it single phase or 3-phase. If you install it on single phase on a Tesla, you can get 7 kilowatt of charging, give or take. If you put it on 3-phase, a Tesla will get you, I think, 11 kilowatts of charging per hour. Oh, and a note about setting up the Tesla wall connector or wall charger. After my electrician, who did a brilliant job, installed it, it would flash red, yellow, green. And the way to actually set up a wall charger is that you do need to download the Tesla One app, different to the regular Tesla app, and set it up through there. You're meant to hold the connector button down for 5 seconds to get the Tesla connector in flashing green. That didn't work for me. All you have to do there is get your phone, manually, on your Wi-Fi settings, manually pick out the Tesla wall connector and put in the password, which will be printed on a little piece of paper inside your Tesla wall connector box. So don't lose any of the paperwork in your Tesla packaging. The other good thing about the Tesla wall connector is that you can actually lock it to maybe only your car, your Tesla, if you're maybe installed it in a communal area or something like that, you can manually set it to allow only Teslas to charge, or you can make it so that anyone who plugs in with the right plug will get a free charge out of it. So it's quite universal in that way. But one charger that I might recommend you steer clear of is the MG wall charger. They are kind of expensive. They're like double the cost of the Tesla one. They don't do as much, and you've got to pick the MG single phase or the MG triple phase charger, whereas the Tesla will handle both, no problem. And I've heard some people who bought the triple phase MG charger, installed it on single phase, and then they barely got 2 or 3 kilowatts out of it because it was configured incorrectly and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, yeah, don't get the MG wall charger, get something much better. Final thing I'm going to cover in this very brief video is about installation. Many people wonder, how much is it going to cost me to install a home charger? Well, there is no one set price for everyone. It depends on where your switchboard is, where you want your charger to be, how far apart they are, whether you're going to go up in a roof or around the back of the house, or a whole bunch of other things too. So you do need to get individual quotes. However, I was very happy with Adam and his mate Dale, who came in to install the charger today. They came on time. They checked at every point whether I was happy with where the cables were going to go and where they were going to hide things and all that kind of fine detail that most electricians wouldn't really ask you about. They checked that the switchboard was good, and they did point out a few other problems in a 50-year-old house that I'll fix another time. And they left the place really clean and tidy and made sure I was happy before they left. So yeah, great job, Adam Dale. Thank you for that. I'll put your contact details in the description below. So highly recommend them if you do need a EV charger or any kind of electrical work, I guess, done in Melbourne, Australia. So a very quick review on the Tesla wall charger installation. Happy that it's gone well and be very useful for my father-in-law. If you have any questions about the Tesla wall charger or anything, I guess, about charging in general, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you, and I'll see you in the next EV related video.